Hi, I'm Samantha and I'm a blind athlete. I play 3 sports at a high competitive level. So I play blind football for England because Scotland don't have a blind football team yet. I also play goalball, which is a Paralympic blind sport, and I do that for the Great Britain talent squad. And I also swim for the national para squad for Scotland. So 3 sports.
Hallo, leis Samantha Gough yn sas an ymwg spòrs. Is I geiri yn sgil chaich eisiau gwsgynile a haring agus a frosnach spòrs.
Sport is one of the most important things to me. It's been a way for me to express myself and get creative in the way that I play sport. I've been able to make new friends and just find a community within the blinds community to really have a passion for sport, and it's very important to me. Sport has given me a lot of freedom to express myself and to be able to shine light on what I can and can't do, especially with what I can do, because I've been so successful in sport so far. So sport has just been amazing in that respect, and being able to meet new people and for me to, take part in sport, which is very important.
Y fa suas fa Samantha ddief I frosnach van cheulach eich spòrs ddiachain, ach fa dúlan aga eichgus in school.
So I've always kind of been involved in sport, and I kind of followed in the footsteps of my brothers and kind of was always involved in sport and was encouraged to by my mum and dad. Because I am blind, I have had some struggles, which one of the main things that have been effective or has affected me within sport is I was excluded from sport altogether because of my visual impairment, and they didn't know how to support me within education. So I was removed altogether. So I had to try and find sport out with, and that's what I did.
Garol Sheehan sy'n bi y dolchw stadydd Samantha, agus hain nysg y farpas a gartida yn y tri jiffer spòrsen, ysnaf ball-tadhal agus ball-coise.
Yes, so I followed in the footsteps of my brothers because they were competitive swimmers, and I've always been swimming through losing majority of my vision. So swimming's been the only sport that's been there through all the stages of losing my vision. So I'm very, I've got a really good connection with swimming. I started swimming at a competitive level and then had to move to a mainstream swimming club to be able to take my swimming career further. And from there was kind of scouted for the national para squad as an S11 swimmer, which means that I swim with blackout goggles. And then also I'll have a tapper, which somebody taps me on the head so that I know when to do a tumble turn. So yeah, it's great to be involved in swimming and to express myself in that way. It's taken me about 1.5 years now to really get used to swimming with blackout goggles, because before I used to swim with normal goggles and you would have some sort of light. Even though I couldn't see very much, just light, we're having to wear blackout goggles to have nothing. It's quite a different change, but I've been willing to take on that challenge, and I absolutely love it now. Goalball is for the blind. It's a Paralympic blind sport, which means that everybody that plays goalball has to wear blackout eye shades, and we play with a big blue ball that we roll back and forward, and we have to defend it with our whole body. And I started playing goalball in 2019 after I went to a taster session with Scottish Disability Sport in Dundee, and from there was scouted, and my journey has just kind of happened and blossomed from there. And the next sport after swimming, I obviously found goalball. Then the next year I went down to a taster session at the Royal National College for the Blind in Hereford, and again was kind of brought to the side, told let's try some football, and was scouted from there, and was pretty much was given the idea that there was going to be a blind female squad for football. And then after COVID had hit, I got the email saying that they would like me to come and try out. And from there, I've been involved in it ever since. So yeah, we went to the European Championships last year in Italy for football, and we've got our World Games in Birmingham this August. It's a great opportunity, and you know, just because Scotland doesn't have a team doesn't mean that I shouldn't take the opportunity to play the sport that I love to play. I take the politics out of it and play the sport itself. So, you know, I am from Scotland and I play for England, but I just think of it as a sport rather than the country that I play for.
Gwydig e bytyddaf na deinting ac amon y farpas ag artydd an y tri spòrsen. Rwydig yna Samantha iddi fi gyma ffosgol sy'n my ieing.
I dedicate my life to sport, and I have had, you know, some mental health struggles, and sport has been the way for me to express myself and to help me through my rough times. And sport, you know, saved my life, and I love it, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm quite open and honest with the fact that I have struggled with my mental health, and being open and honest with, you know, young people that, you know, I can be an athlete and all that they can see is what I'm doing, but there's more to it than that, and there's, you know, a lot that goes on in the background that people don't see, and that is the long hours of training and the, you know, the mindset that you've got to have at all times. A lot of pressure that can go on to you as well, but I'm very open and honest, and you know, that's why I'm talking about it, so that you know, young people know that, you know, we are here to help and you can take part in sport.
Ha Samantha Danyan sa bheachgaich go bhfuil spòrs is an thula dinge, agus ha I gopad cála dí spòrs círman ALBA gus an teachgrach sin íse. At I hain a gamas son fine gonna Paralympics.
My goal is to be in the Paralympics one day, whether that be in 1, 2 or 3 sports. I would like to, you know, be able to do more European Championships, and just to be involved in sport as long as I can, and inspire young people. Definitely is something that I want to take on, you know, educating young people with disabilities and visual impairments. So yeah, there's a lot to come. I think for myself, I've really took on a role and a passion to make sure that sport's inclusive for anybody with a disability, whether or not you're visually impaired or not. You know, it's a massive factor, and sport should be inclusive for everybody. And from the experiences that I've had, it's given me the drive to make change and be the advocator, which isn't an easy job. It comes with its hard challenges, but I'm willing to take on the challenge because I have a passion for it. There's definitely some rewards that come from it, whether that be, you know, the young people that I work with while I'm teaching sport. You know, they turn around to me and say, you know, can I actually take part in sport? And being able to be that inspiration for them to say, actually, yes, you can, with or without a disability.
Ha Samantha is China durt gomor an the núni godich, agus at ha dúling iddi fi hawn, chanarich I shean.
I think I would go back and tell myself that I could do it and to believe in myself. You know, I did struggle a lot with the mindset and, you know, with being excluded from sport, but if somebody could have told me, you know, this is where you're going to be, I would never have believed them. But I'm just very grateful to be where I am. But for some advice for anybody out there that wants to take part in sport, you can do it with or without a disability. It's just finding the sport right for you.